Hello, friends. Welcome to ACC Mumbai. Hi, 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 friends. I believe someone is online. Let me know if you're around. I would appreciate if you may kindly. Jai Shri ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Welcome to ACC Mumbai. हम इंतज़ार करते हैं. We'll wait for people to join. Meanwhile, let me start. You know what? We are going to learn about some this thing, the sentences about English, and wherein what are the changes what we need to do. I'll have to wait for people to log in. You are the first person. Thank you so much. What is it? Yes. Let me have a look. One moment. Yeah, you're able to see me with my camera and. It took me a long time to start this. I see concurrent viewers as one. I wonder if people are joining. Concurrent viewers three. I have only one chat. We'll wait for some more time for people to join. Meanwhile, you may just have a look at the screen, and let me see if someone left away. All right, no worries. We come to the first point, the first sentence. I enjoy to learn English. All right, now we are learning English, and if I say I am here to teach English, I enjoy to learn English, what is the mistake over here? What do you feel it can be? I'll just join this point. Just a minute, I have not put it over here. Oops, I'm sorry for this. mm. Mm, yeah, just bear with me. Just putting the mouse on this thing. There you go. Yes, thank you so much for your patience. So just have a look at the screen. Yeah, I enjoy to learn English. What is the mistake over here? What could be right and what is incorrect? I enjoy to learn English. As we observe, when we speak of English, I enjoy to learn English is incorrect. You will have to say, I enjoy learning English. The term learn is incorrect. This will be learning. So I'll just do one thing. I have to yeah, over here this would be learning. So if you observe this English, this would be turned, this would be I enjoy, Learning English. Please ensure this should be learning. All right, this is learning English. I enjoy learning English, the first point. Then second question is very common. We say what day is today. Please see, when I say आज पूछते हुए अपन आज कौन सा दिन है, वी ऑलवेज से आज क्या दिन है, आज क्या वार है, वी ऑलवेज से आज क्या वार है. तो when we say what day is today, the actual way to speak is that, just let me write it over here. What day of the week is it? This is what we need to say. What day of the week is this? Not what day is today. What day is today is absolute MTI, which is called the mother tongue influence. As we say, आज कौन सा वार है, तो we say what day today is incorrect. We have to say what day of the week is it. Alright, so I'll just take this and put it in some other font so that it's visible, and I'll make it as red. Fair enough. Alright, and in that regard, I should say, let me just this was the incorrect one. I enjoy to learn English. I'll just make it back to square one so that there's no confusion. And over here, I will write the corrected one. Fair enough. Alright, I enjoy, give me one moment, this is learning. Yes, all good. So first point is I enjoy to learn English. That's incorrect. I enjoy learning English. What day is today? The correct one would be what day of the week is it? Third one, most common, I gave him a 10 rupees note. How often we say I gave him a 5 rupee coin, I gave a 10 rupees note or 50 rupees note? It's not 10 rupees note. All we say is I gave him a 10 rupee note. We do not say rupees note. It's a 10 rupee note, 50 rupee note, 100 rupee note, not rupees note. Please take care. I gave him a 10 rupee note. Fair enough? Then, fourth one. You have no excuse to be late. How often can we use this? People are late for some reason, for some rhyme or reason, but the bus is late, the train is late. You have no excuse to be late. The ideal answer to this is the term you should use is that you have no excuse to be late. What would you say? Anyone? Let me see if there is any answers over here. Let me check. I'm sorry for this. I think Jayashree ma'am. Let me see if there are some answers. And may I know who's the second person, please? I don't see any. No, there's only one person. Alright, no worries. We proceed with this. Jayashree ma'am, I hope you are able to see the screen and let me know if something is incorrect and if there's some issue with the display. May I know your answer, please? Let me know if you're around. I'll wait for your response and then I'll proceed. Alright, no worries. We proceed ahead and let me check. I think people will be joining us soon. So I have a concept over here. You have no excuse to be late. Over here, the answer to this would be you have no excuse for being late. Rather than to be late, you would say you have no excuse for being late. It's not to be late, but I would say the answer would be for being late. Alright, so if I speak of this, let me just write the entire sentence so that that would make make sense. Rather than writing only this, let me just copy this. Yes, the answer to this would be you have no excuse to be late. You have no excuse for being late. Look at the grammar. For being late. Fair enough. So I'll just put it on the red color font so that it's visible. Agree. Once again, to begin with, I enjoy to learn English is incorrect. The answer is I enjoy learning English. What day is today? The answer is what day of the week is it? I gave him a 10 rupees note. That's 10 rupee note. I gave him a 10 rupee note. If I would make it look better, let me just copy this and make it look better so that you know there you have a good idea. And I'll say over here, fair enough. Good. Thank you for your patience. I gave him a 10 rupee note. You have no excuse to be late. You have no excuse for being late. They all were here. This is also MTI, mother tongue influence. वो सब यहाँ थे. When we say वो सब यहाँ थे, the answer to this is they all were here was incorrect. Let me copy it down. It goes that they were all here, just the other way around. Just the other way around. They were all here, all there. They were all there. Sorry, they all were there. They were all there. Just interchange all and were. So please note they were all there. वो सारे वहाँ थे. So we convert that in English as they all were there, but that's incorrect. The answer to this is they were all there. Agree? Now, I object to be treating like this. Someone is mistreating you, whether in your friend circle or in your office or in your school or your college. I object to be treated like this. I mean, if we say this, I don't like to be treated like this. I object to be treated like this. Let me just copy this. The answer to this for a good English would be once again very similar to for being late. You know, if you see the chapter, the sentence of being late, I object to being treated like this. Look at the thing. I object to be treated like this. I object to being treated like this. The B is actually being treated like this. Fair enough. Let me just color this in the red font so that it's visible, and we'll have a good look at the end. Agree? We shall go on our feet. हम पैदल चल के जाएंगे और we will go on our feet. Something we say that. So when we say we shall go on our feet, we will just say we shall go on foot. Simple sentence. Here, rather than saying we will go on our feet, we shall go on foot. We just have to say the term we shall go on foot. Let me just put this on the red font. There you go. Fair enough. We got the seventh one. We shall go on our feet, and the answer to this is we shall go on foot. The number 8. I came to Delhi on last Wednesday. The moment I say I came to Delhi on last Wednesday, we don't use the preposition on. When we say this, I'll just say I came to Delhi on last Wednesday. No need to use the term on. Agree? That the term on has to be eliminated or avoided. I came to Delhi on last Wednesday is incorrect. I came to Delhi last Wednesday. Short and simple. Agree? Nice. Proceed. My foot is paining. When I speak, I have got some pain on my foot. Here, the term to be used is instead of paining, you will use the term my foot is aching. The term is not pain. When you have some pain, you have a headache. Headache. You know, we say headache. We don't say head is paining. Do we say head is paining? Again, head is paining would be the MTI, mother tongue influence. घर सर में दर्द हो रहा है. You know, when we say सर में दर्द हो रहा है, I have a headache. So the way you say my foot is paining, my foot is aching, not paining. Agree? So I will say this is aching. This is fair enough. And I would say just directly on last Wednesday we didn't use the term on. Number 10. Himalayas lie on the north of India. How would we say that? Himalayas lie to the north of India. Over here, when we say Himalayas are the only one in India, not only in India, in the entire world. That's the reason we use the article the Himalayas. How we say the sun, the moon. There's only one sun, there's only one moon. So we say the moon and the sun. On the same grounds, we say the Himalayas. The Himalayas lie to the north of India. Number 11. He does nothing but complain. They have written complaining, but the incorrect one is complaining. So the answer to this would be, I'll copy this and I'll just write it over here. He does nothing but complain. Sorry for that. Good. Have a look at this. Nice. He does nothing but complain. This is the 11th one. Number 12. He only married her for her money. What do you feel this would be? There would be incorrect over here. He only married her for her money. Here, the right usage of the grammar and this would be, if I would interchange this, he married her. This only would not be here. I remove this only from there. He married her only for her money. As simple as this. Isn't that right? So I'll say over here, the term only would come here. He only married her for her money? No. He married her. Why did he marry her? Only for her money. Nice? Of course it's not nice, but the grammar says this is incorrect. This is correct. Alright, go for the 13th one. We have 5 fingers in each hand. Once again, prepositions coming into picture. We have 5 fingers in each hand. Ideally it's one is thumb, but 4 are the fingers, but in general we say we have 5 fingers. When we have 5 fingers in each hand, this is not in. Do we have inside our hand? No, it's on our hand. So I would say we have 5 fingers not in each hand. This would be we have 5 fingers on. All good? We have 5 fingers on each hand, not in each hand. Agree? Next. There is no objection to Mohan and me going. I and my friend are going out and no one is objecting. Fair enough. So when I say this such a scenario, there is no objection to Mohan and me going. Doesn't make any sense. There is no objection to Mohan and me going would be incorrect. This would be termed as there is no objection to Mohan's and my going. Check this out. There is no objection to Mohan's and my going. It's an action of going. Mohan's going out and my going out. So I would say there is no objection to Mohan's and my going out. So here I will just put the red font to Mohan's, and instead of me it's my. Agree? We'll just go through it all once again once we finish this. Last but not the least, we have the last page 15, 16, 17, 19, 20. 5 more to go. Let's go once again. So we have, there's no objection to Mohan and my going. He calls himself as a colonel. He calls himself as so and so. He calls himself as etc etc. So when a person is calling himself as some position what he holds, you would not use the term the article A. The article A would not come in picture. You would simply say he calls himself as colonel. So here I would just say it's as colonel. You won't use as a colonel. This a would not be used. Agree? Then I consider himself as selfish. Very analogous. Can you just have the analogy? I'll just check this out. Check these both together. Very analogous to this. The way we say he calls himself as a colonel, he calls himself as colonel. So when I say this, I consider him as selfish. You would not use the term sell as. You would just say I consider him selfish. No need to use as. Just consider him as selfish. I consider him this, I consider him that, something, whatever terminology you want to use. I consider him selfish, I consider him as a good person, or a good boy, a good girl, a good human being. I consider him as good human being. I consider him selfish. In a moment, he burst in tears. In a moment, he burst in tears. Something wrong happened in his life, something he remembered, or something he's not comfortable with. So you would say you were an eyewitness to this, and you would say, in a moment, he burst into tears. When we are having tears in our life, and when we burst into tears, we don't say burst in tears, if he's bursting into tears. Nice. We have he burst into tears. 18.1. He impressed me by his good character. If a person is having a good character and you are being impressed by that character, what would you say? Do you feel there is some error over here? What do you say? He impressed me by his good character. He impressed me not by. Here you will say with. You get impressed with something, not by. Take care. So when we say that, you are saying he impressed me with his good character, not by his good character. Fair enough? Nice. 19th one. I am very weak to move. You have just come out of some illness, and your friend says let's go for a stroll or let's go to the park. You will have to regret, and you would say I am very weak to move. Would it sound good? I am very weak to move. The right terminology to use would be I am too weak to move. Agree? Not very weak. I am too weak to move. So if you have just come out of some illness, I am too weak to move. Nice. Nice. Last question. Sorry, the last statement. Character and not riches win us respect. What would you ever feel any incorrectness in this? Character and not riches win us respect. The core, hardcore reality, the bitter reality of life is character and not riches win our respect. However, in spite of this being as a sentence, there is some error in this sentence. Character and not riches win us respect. Think and tell me about this. We are speaking of one, character and not riches. So we are ideally speaking of character, not both of them together with a singular, subject. We have the verb with S. I teach. He, or if I say I sing a song, I play cricket, he, she, it. So when we say those verbs, when we say I teach, you teach, they teach, but he, he teaches, she teaches. Agree? So when I say character and not riches, it's a single thing. So when we say single, character and not riches wins us respect. Over here, you would say wins us respect, not. One moment. Yeah. So, when we say the term wins, it's not together. So, when I say character and not riches wins us respect. So, these were the 20 sentences wherein you came to know where is the where is the place where you need to use a proper um, an article or some kind of a rupee note or any kind of a verb. Alright, so let us see over here when we have this. Alright, fair enough. I refresher once again. The beginning with the first one. I enjoy to learn English. Let me just take it below so that it'll be in a frame, better frame, one below each other. Sorry for this. Yeah, I enjoy this over here. Second, third is this, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, tenth. Wonderful, wonderful. Makes sense. There you go. Right, let's begin. I'll use the keyboard over here. I enjoy to learn English. I enjoy learning English. I enjoy to play cricket. I enjoy playing cricket. Use the term ing. What day is it today? No. What day of the week is it? Any day, any day when you are going out, what day of the week is it? I gave him a 10 rupees note. No, I gave him a 10 rupee note. You have no excuse to be late. You have no excuse for being late. You may use such grammar, such kind of frames of sentences for any kind of XYZ day to day life sentences, not only for being late or excusing in any frame of sense. When they all were there, they were all there. I object to be treated like this. I object to being treated like this. We shall go on our feet. We shall go on foot. I came to Delhi on last Wednesday. I came to Delhi last Wednesday. My foot is paining. My foot is aching. Now, the incorrect one was only Himalayas. So, let me, if I speak of this, let me just take this, copy it. So that you have a good picture of this. I'll just shift this over here. And I'll put the incorrect one over here. Yeah. This the was not there. As a matter of fact, a very interesting thing to tell you about the when do we use, or rather when do we pronounce the as the, and when do we pronounce it as the? Have you ever thought about it? There are many instances when the term the is pronounced as the. Whenever the term with the word which comes after the term the has the first letter as the vowel, it has to be pronounced as the. So if I say the eggs, the eggs are rotten. Well, your H is not a vowel, it's a consonant. So we'll say the Himalayas lie to the north of India. But if I say the roses are red, the roses are red, or any word beginning with a vowel, AEIOU, the apples are red, not the apple. We'll say the apples are red, or the apples are sweet. 11th one, he does nothing but complaining, he does nothing but complain. He only married her for her money, he married her only for her money. We have 5 fingers in each hand. It's not each hand, it is on each hand. There is no objection to Mohan and me going, Mohan's and my going. These are the terms you have to use the term grammar. A person's and my going. He calls himself as the colonel. He calls himself as colonel. I consider him as selfish. I consider him selfish. I consider him cruel. I consider him good. I consider him bad. XYZ quality, you can use these terms. In a moment he burst in tears. In a moment he burst into tears. Not in tears, it's into tears. 18, 19, 20. He impressed me by his good character. He impressed me with his good character. I am very weak to move. I am too weak to move. Last but not the least, character and not riches wins us respect. It's not only win. Initially it was win. I have written it as wins us respect because we are hinting and we are speaking of the term character. With this, I take your leave, friends. Wish you all the very best. Do keep rocking and do keep on subscribing to my channel and watching the videos to the fullest. Wish you all the very best. Have a great time ahead. Thank you for a valuable time. Take care. Bye bye.